Even before it all happened, I was surrounded by monuments to my own laziness. Technically, I stayed in that room forever. The power was off in hours, water held out a couple days. It wasn't long before all the food in my fridge was bad. But even in that small apartment, every so often I could hear the scurrying. When I finally left, I developed a system. First thing I did, check my surroundings. That way I could be prepared in case. I've come to appreciate a good bed. Odd to say, given I was halfway defusing with one back before, but it's nice when a bed is someplace you retreat to, not someplace you. Most places aren't really worth staying. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll find a camp stove, maybe stay somewhere for a week reheating beans. But unless I find the home of a recently departed hiker, most places don't really have much beyond saltines. I don't hate saltines, they just get old after a while. I became a master of the environment. Well, a master pushing boxes, at least. Sometimes I would check to see if they had anything interesting in them. Pictures, mementos. Usually it was just ratty clothes. Warehouses are always a gamble. Sometimes it's full of food and supplies, sometimes it's full of nothing. Either way, these places are death traps. Far too easy to miss an entrance, a window, a crack in the foundation. At least it's cool in them. I used to want a warehouse, just a big open space to play around with. Told myself I got the money or the time, but I don't know. I mean, apocalypse notwithstanding. I just find the open space so intimidating now. They feel like a cathedral to a religion I don't practice. Maybe I need to pray more to Hephaestus. I come across a lot of dentist offices. Bad for supplies, but they're easy to fortify. It's funny, because I hated this place as a kid. I couldn't believe people would go to have someone pick at their gums while you aren't allowed to move. Couldn't stand it. I tried working in an office for a while. You would think an antisocial loner would hate it, but I found it really productive. Focusing on work is a lot easier for me when the alternative is socialization. Benefits of an open office, I guess. My mom had an inexplicable hatred of shelving. I think she had a hatred for clutter and thought by not having shelving, we wouldn't have clutter? No, that didn't work. Maybe she was just afraid I would push all the shelves over. An outrageous accusation. Opposite of my misgivings about warehouses, I love a little shed. Just a cozy little room I can hunker down in for a few days. Reminds me of my apartment. Well, reminds me of it before all the things started. I didn't hate school. Didn't love it either. I have very middling feelings about it. I like the structure. It just felt like the only time I knew what I was working towards. Not so hot on the whole socializing with one's peers thing. Look, some of them were nice. Some of the time.